Hey guys and gals, let's build the red double-decker sightseeing bus by Lego City. This is set number 60407, contains 384 bricks, retails for $29.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for early review, so thank you Lego for sending this to me. And that does look pretty interesting. Okay, since I read off all that info, let's see what we have here. Looks like we got ourselves, I think there's actually up to 5 minifigures, what I can remember off the box. The reason why I don't show the boxes in these is because the camera is all zoomed in and I don't want to have to keep messing with it. And here are the stickers. Yikes. For under 400 pieces, and that's all we're putting on there. I'm not looking forward to that. And the book just jumps right on into bag 1. And there's 3 bags of bricks. These Bricks Separators are obviously not included right now. We don't know yet. But we are interested in bag 1. Let's set these off to the side here. And yeah, so let's begin. Let's build it. Okay. Here we go. I really do need to wash this. Well, obviously I could use these bluish green seats. Oh, this one does not come with the Bricks Separator. Ouch, Lego. I have a feeling this one's probably going to fail. So if you're building this set, make sure you can scrounge up a Bricks Separator. I thought maybe there'd be one included, unless they changed the form of it. Maybe there's a pretend one in there. Okay. And now let's get going here. And I'm slowly just filling up memory on all my memory cards. And yes, you get a baby stroller. If I knew they had these seats in this color, I would have ordered some, but I think that might be a new color for those. That'd be good for like an airplane or something. Now sometimes in the airplanes they got the tacky upholstery. Well, we're putting together a dude, I think. Are we just doing all accessories in the first bag? Yeah. So let's just start setting all our minifigures up now. So you gotta, I'm gonna be flipping through the book. And it looks like she's got a single-sided head, but I like that torso, that's kind of cool. Now when I do the tour of this, it's basically just a 360 spin tour. And that's it. I mean, I don't know how big this is going to be, so we don't even have to do a close-up. Maybe just for one of those that I just bring it up to the camera and show. And all the turntable, well, the only turntable I have is occupied by a set. I'm trying to finish up a tutorial, and I saw this, and I thought, well, I got to get going on reviews first. So, okay. Trying to find dark blue pants. So, just like with all these other sets, you spend a good 5 minutes just piecing together minifigures. I had another person complain, why does it take me so long? Because I'm showing you steps as I go. And usually when somebody asks me that, it's a kid that watches speed builds. And no, if you're looking for speed builds, you are on the wrong channel. This hat, this style of hat here has been around for years. As long as I can remember, and it's in like several different colors now. And I'm going to have to pause the video a lot because my nose is a-running today. So that's why I sound whiny. Because my allergies are really hardcore. So I gotta, they're just really inflamed and I just want to get them done. So he's got the microphone. He must be the tour guide. So he's done. And I got her done. Now mind you, we haven't even started any of the build yet. So right now it's nothing but accessories. I mean literally we're doing accessories. I can't even get the tires in. Yeah, this uses just the little skateboard wheels. Okay. There's a baby figure in here somewhere. Well, we found part of it. So the baby was decapitated. Oh, there it is. What are all these baby figures bald for? Kind of weird, especially with this dude's. A few dudes are born with a full head of hair and they die with a full head of hair, and some people are bald and they end up being bald. I don't know. Put the baby in there. She's actually pushing the stroller. Yeah, I got a tutorial that I want to edit, and I've been keeping up filming at least one tutorial a week, and that's pretty cool there. But the one thing though is that it's all the reviews that are kind of just taking up the time right now. And yeah, so now we get to do the bus. That's the part I want to build. And I'm going to try hard not to blow my nose in anybody's ear today. We haven't hit any stickers yet. And so far the build is keeping my interest. Okay. Oh, if Lego can put the pieces, I usually flip mine upside down, but if they do that, I guess I could do that too. But of course, I could see the other part. Like this is a 6-stud wide vehicle. All right. Okay, that goes there. We need some Technic pins and throw them in there. Notice lately Lego's been using a lot of yellow Technic pins for stuff. And yeah, it's not a bad build so far. And this looks like it would be something you would just place in your city. Just reach over and pick it up and put it in. Got to put the yellow plate on the top. And some people ask me, why do you focus on city drop-in value? Well, why do you do that? Some people like myself want to know, can I just buy this set, build it, and set it in my city as an accessory? And that's what I'm looking for. There's very few buildings that you could do that to. And you know, these are the low profile ones. Remember I was talking about a tour bus. I made one last year or early this year. And for the most part, it's done. I just haven't had a chance to even get to writing up the building guide or proofing the video for that matter. I'm working on another vehicle right now, editing the tutorial, except one of the pieces that I use that's printed, very common part, wasn't available in the program I'm using, so I have to generate that myself. It requires me to use a lot of Photoshop skills, layer up a project together. And yeah, so I will be busy. I think I only proofed maybe 25-30% of the video for this vehicle. So if you're on my YouTube membership, you're going to see it eventually. I haven't gotten that far yet in terms of releasing it, because I don't want to release my members something that's sometimes a video may be botched up, it doesn't make any sense, that kind of thing, and that's not fair to you, the viewer, that has to watch that. So I'm not going to do that to you. Okay. And so far so good. I mean, we're getting there. We're on step 15 now. And I thought maybe we were getting a stickered piece, but no, this is printed here. That's printed. Okay, now where's all the abundance amount of stickers for, huh? In fact, the tour bus should go through my neighborhood and take a tour of all the Lego houses I built through the years. Okay, and this goes right in there. Okay, and I feel like I'm kind of thumbing through this manual more than I'm actually placing parts, and it's like it's just one or two pieces that we're doing at a time. You know what, I bet this piece is going to go inside here like this. Okay, we need to find another one back over here. Yeah, when I go through and edit these, I edit out all the coughing and the sneezing. And then when I go through and proof the video again to index it, I don't hear any of that. It's like, didn't I cough a lot in that one? And I remember, like, oh, I removed all that. Wait, that hangs over. There we go. So, yeah, hangs over like that. You know what I could do? Turn that on a little bit. Okay, I don't have any of these in black, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I always get that question, how do you obtain so many types of parts? Just sets like this. You know, you can buy them. You can buy parts a la carte, but the problem with that is it gets expensive. So if you've ever gone to a restaurant and you order stuff on the a la carte menu, basically you're building your own platter, it actually costs more. Why? Who knows? It's like it's like ordering a waffle. I want a plain waffle with butter and syrup. Not the berries, not all this other stuff with it. A la carte actually costs more. I'm like, why? You know? So now it's like when I go to a thing, I don't like beans. So when I order, let's say, a couple of tacos, just give me extra rice and no beans, and it's the same thing. If I order 3 separate tacos, they charge me a lot more money for it. So I gotta be careful. Restaurants shouldn't charge you no more than that. If a taco on a plate is, let's say you get 3 ground beef tacos and they're $12 with rice and beans, break it down. So if I want just 3 tacos, sometimes I'll order 3 tacos without rice or beans. And they'll look at me funny. I'm thinking, yeah. Sometimes they'll bill me with a la carte. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Alright. Yeah, we should get this one done pretty quick today. This is not a bad build, it's just, yeah, it's, I mean, this is the right size I want to build. lately I've been putting together these big, grotesquely big sets. So we're talking big sets, just big, thousands of parts. And to sit down and build something very small that's like this is more reasonable. Wow, Lego, you couldn't put a full 1x1 in here? We're putting these hollow wall elements unless something's going to stuff in those holes. Like that right there. Yeah. Why did we put those there for? And then we're shoving 1x2 plates right on top of those. Wouldn't you have stuck 1x1s in there? Or we try to, or Lego, are we trying to cut down part lots? I bet that's what you're trying to do. I mean, I do the same, but I don't know, I just... Like right here, I would have snuck in a 1x10, but I think that's why they did that. So they don't have to have another part lot of the parts. You know, when I do my own builds, I try to cut down part lots just to make it easy for you, the builder, to grab your parts. More people have smaller parts in their collections than bigger parts. See, we have some 1x10s, but they're in red. Can you see? I'm working right here. Let's do that. And then, once we get that in there, then we got to start putting stickers on parts. Look at that. Isn't that fun? We need to find sticker number 5. I have very few 1x6 red bricks. That will get ripped off. We need 5 right there. I'm sure this is probably going to be very picky, so... Jay, you really do rip off a lot of stickers. Yeah. And red is a very hard color for me to see. And this is really kind of... Lego's really trying to test out my handicap here. There you go. And this goes here. Well, so far the stickers are not too bad, it's just... And that goes there. So that's what they did here. They used that piece to kind of round this up in the back. That didn't look too bad. I wish my allergies would go away. This is pretty robust so far. It's pretty strong. Doesn't feel like it's crumbling. Might be the back, we don't know yet. Yeah, obviously it is the back. 6-stud wide bus. I would have made this 8, but that's just my preference. This must be the stairs to get up to the other portion of the bus. That's right, it's a double-decker bus. And we could use some blue seats. Isn't those cool? I like that color. And okay, the gray brick goes right here, right there. Well, Lego, I was doing it all wrong. Here, I'm just, you know, wait, be careful here. I put the seat in. You will not be able to put that radiator grill if you do that. So put your radiator grills in first, and your seats. You think there'd have been another seat right there. I think that's for the stroller to fit in there. Okay, I had a hard time seeing it. These two go here, 1x2s, and that's it. At least we're using this nice bluish green in a build like this. It's cool. Lego! What's with these little steering wheels in these vehicles? I mean, I know we're trying to cut corners and all, but wow. The only double-decker bus I could think of is the ones in Europe, like the UK. We don't see them out here. Ooh, putting a sticker on that's going to be a pain. That's number 9. One of you had suggest just do that, and then number 9's right there. Lego, don't you have an instrument cluster that's printed? What are you using that goofy thing for? Like that. Take that back off and place it in there. Okay. Well, I don't feel overwhelmed with stickers. Now we're going to build a mirror here, just like we're putting the lights in the back. So what I'm going to do is just do that real quick. Because both steps 42 and 43 are like this. Just, save some time. It's not a bad vehicle build at all. So far, haven't had anything crumble. The stickers are okay. It's still at a 10. I'm not going to fail it, so don't worry. We haven't failed it yet. There must be more to it than that in the back. Might be going down or something, or maybe that opens up. This looks like an electric bus. Alright. I see a sticker coming up. Here we go. It's coming. Got to deface another brick. Alright, and then now we need sticker number 4, which is this one here on that. Alright, make sure I put that on the right way. What is with me not getting... Putting this stuff on here could be a real pain in the rear, especially when it's red. Alright, there we go. And then this, well, we don't know. This obviously goes here because of that. Like that. And that's exactly where it goes. Then we can continue on here. Okay, we're almost done with this bag too. It's not a bad build. This is a nice little afternoon project here. And then we got this going up here. The building guide is a bit on the slow side, but that's to be expected. And I know that goes there with this, and this goes on the top. And that concludes bag 1, and that's what we have remaining. And so far the build is still at a 10. Nothing's fallen off, and yeah, it's not bad at all. Alright, let's see here. This one, uh-oh, I see transparent part. I have a feeling that tin's going to turn down real quick. Remember, I give Lego a freebie. After that, I start hardcoring it. Okay. Let's get the belly aching out of the way. And this one here's got a couple of scuffs. I don't have anything black around here. Oh, black tile. That'll be better, huh? See that right there, right by my thumb? Alright. If I see any more of that, Lego, I'll start dinging them down. Okay, that one's pretty good. Alright, we'll put these up here, get them out of the way. That's fine. Let's see. Yikes, look at that. Look at all those little scuffs right there. Yeah, I got to drop it down to a 9 Lego. We're not done yet. I still got to go through all the rest of those. I want to open up this little bag here first. You know, Jay, maybe it's not Lego's fault. You know, it happens in transit. Yeah, but Lego could have stopped that at any time. Like, that's got some light pitting. If I see it again, we'll drop it down to an 8. See that right there, right by my thumb? Unacceptable. Now it's down to an 8. See, I fail sets. I'm known as a hard reviewer. And I'm checking to make sure they're not smudges or anything like that. And, you know, or dust particles. There's more pits on that one. That's why I don't order glass parts from Lego. See, there's more right there. I'm going to be down now to an 8. Well, the doors have come unscathed. That's good. And okay, this right here is what really irks me right here. Look at that. And this is really scratched. Look at that right there. Look at that. You know, here's the deal. You're paying, this is $30, you know, I understand this is for kids. This is a 7. And I haven't started building yet on bag 2. Lego, and we're not done. I have a feeling this one's gonna get a failing grade just because of packing. Now Lego tells me that they don't count that. I do, because that will affect the build experience. You know, I'm hard on that. I've had some of these guys in the Lego thing saying, Jay, I can't watch your reviews. You're just so negative. You're willing to drop money down on something that's used? Okay, you know, I mean, to me, not particularly, no. Wait a minute, hold on. Mine's is flush. Oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at that part there. So using these as stairs. I bet that's going to be a landing. You know, I had a guy said, Jay, I can't watch your stuff. You're just so negative. And I said, I was like, dude, are you willing to buy something scratched? Wait. It does go there, okay. Okay, they're using the Technic bricks to kind of lock all this together, so we got to pull all this out. I mean, this set was doing really good. Now we're down to, what, a 7? That turned real quick. Will Lego fix it? No, I don't think they will. I've been making complaints for a long time. Just like Pick-a-Brick, I've heard people saying my parts come in scratch. They send 2 or 3 orders. Next thing you know, they get banned from using Lego services. Lego will ban you for that too. It's like, don't ban me, just fix it, you know? It's like the guy said, I just wanted you to fix it, not ban me for it. The way it was packed. And I'm not the only one that's been dealing with that, because there's been a few ambassadors who order bulk from Pick-a-Brick, and their parts come in all mixed up. Some pieces are damaged. And I'm like, what are they doing over there? And it's just, it's just strange why Lego does that. I mean, I'm not going to check every brick. I don't check for, some guys, they literally grade on, and I kid you not, they grade on color consistency. Now, I know Lego grabs this from different batches and stuff. I mean, I understand that. I've had bricks that are red that are different shades of red. And, you know, that just happens. There's some guys out there that are really nasty about that. Yes, I'd like to have everything color consistent, but it depends on the age of the part and stuff, too. But when Lego can come in here and sell you something that's pretty much in used condition for a new price. That's where I have my problems. So put your teeth in there. And yeah, so that's why I'm not really nice on reviews when it comes to packing, because it does affect the build experience. It's like if this was a used lot of Lego, I wouldn't care too much. I would expect that. And when I go to Bricklink and I get better quality parts from Bricklink, I've had some guy say, this is new, but it comes in scratched. Then I know to stay away from it. Or if I just need it for a quick filler, I'll buy it. And they usually give you discounts. Lego does not do that. And I knew somebody years ago that got an order with a lot of parts that were scratched. And what did Lego do? They asked him to send the parts back. He goes, oh no, I'm not going to mess with that. Yeah, I wouldn't either. And we need sticker number 6, which is that. We've seen that before. It says today. Oh, you know, I bet this goes to that one other set that we have. We've got to put it on the 4x4 tile. I will rip that off when I'm done with the review. If that were printed, that'd be pretty cool. Make a nice poster, though. And you notice I don't grade hard on stickers like I used to. You know, it's understandable. And, you know, I just don't. Now I grade on if they're easy to put on, you know. But we're already down to a 7, and we're not even done. But so far, it's a robust build. It's keeping my interest. That's a good thing. That's why I said when you hear my scores, that's just my experience alone. You may get a set that's in mint condition. You do? Hey, that's cool. See, nothing's crumbling or caving in on this. That's really good. Very strong. Ooh, sand yellow 2x3 plates. I could use those for the campground locks. Well, you know, I'll be grabbing these from because I don't have a lot in this size. And yeah, I could order them, but that wouldn't be too fun. And another sticker is coming up. I'm going to put this on here first. And this one just says City Tour. Well, I don't have a city, but if you have a city around with a fun park and stuff, there you go. This would really work good. You know what I mean? If you have a city that has a fun park, there you go. One thing I have to say about Lego City vehicles is they're ready-made. They're done. If you're not good at building cars, like I'm still practicing, but if you're just not in a mood to build cars or you're not good at it, I'm assuming this goes in here. I mean, before I put that in there, and that's where it goes. If you're not good at building cars, there you go. So we got the little engine compartment in the back, or that could be luggage too. And you close that down. I wish there was a better way to hide that, but. Alright, now we're starting to stickify everything. Sticker number 1, which is that. I mean, the graphics are not bad at all. This kind of reminds me of an old Lego, not a city set, but just an older set that one of the old Lego system sets back from the 80s, where they had the nice, bright, vibrant, colorful stickers. And yeah, looks like somebody had tagged the living daylights out of that. Alright, now we're really getting into the stickers. So sticker number 2 goes on this, which is that one there. But I think any person who gets this, if you're buying this for just play, you're buying it to put in your city, you are not going to go wrong. I just hope your copy does not have a lot of the scuffs and dings in it like this one did. I haven't looked at bricks yet. It's the opaque stuff that a lot of us notice. Okay, and I like these. I wish they'd make these a 2-stud high column would be fine. Okay, we're going to take one of our scuffed up, scratched windows and put that in there. I mean, that's just how it is. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this up a bit, and then I'm going to bounce you closer. Here we go. This is not a very big build, so I have a feeling that we are going to be doing this today. Auto. See, when I do the tour, I could just hold it like that. I don't think I need to really even need a turntable for this one. All right, grab some more scratched windows. Now, the reason why they're using these in here, and this is the reason why I do, when you have your minifigures up against the wall, their arms are going to have some clearance, so that's why we use those panels in there. Looks really good. Let's get our scratch door. Yeah, Lego, that's the wrong size of door. Lego, you could have stopped that at any time. You could have had all that bagged up, and we still would have been at a 10. And the door goes here. All right. Now, all the models you see on my YouTube channel are based off of real models, real things in real life. This is a mint condition window. This one got away with not getting dinged up. Okay. Really surprised these little doors didn't get scratched. Even this guy here, these are kind of rare for me. I wish they'd make this 8 studs long instead of 6. Or make these 4 studs. That'd be great things for campers. Maybe one day. My bus didn't have French doors or double doors. This is more like a city bus than anything. Just change the color of it up and be ready to go. Alright. Take another scratched window and set that in there. We'll just say that the kids were carving on the windows. You know how sometimes you go into the public bathrooms and you can just see all the graffiti on the mirror? It's like, how are those guys carving all that in there? Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, but the color scheme on this is pretty good. And you see right here, this looks like this would separate, but look, it's not even separating. So this is really built for play. Really good. Okay. So Lego did a good job on this. You're going to hear me say it. Where did I grab that? I wish they would have done a better job on the packing, but the build is interesting. It's keeping my interest. I'm hooked. That's what Lego wants to hear is, are you hooked? Is this a build that you want to put together? Is it something that's boring, you know? I mean, you can tell it's you have access for interior. It's, like I said, this is going to be a vehicle that you can just reach over, put it in your city. You don't have to think. Just pick it up, drop it in. That's why you always hear me say city drop-in value. Does it have the value you can just reach up and put it in your city? And yeah, you can. And also too, it means if I say it's self-contained, you don't have to buy any expansion packs or anything like that to make it work. This is part of a city theme, but you can still use it as is solo. Remember those goofy Super Mario sets, the one you had to have that stupid figure, and Lego would send me those sets. Man, I had fun filling those. Oh, this is an incomplete model. I'm sorry, Lego, I have to fail it. I used to get people complaining at me. I can't watch these, dude. You fell in every one of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, you need to go out and spend $50 and get a starter course. Why? And spend my brick money on that? I'm like, I told one guy, I said, okay, I could do that, but you won't see tutorials for a whole year. Oh, never mind, dude. I just wanted to make a suggestion. I'm like, okay, you know, because I don't want to do nothing but tutorial or reviews, you know. Now, I like these corner tiles. Look at that. Lego's really getting intricate in these designs. on these builds. I mean, really, and then this goes right here, so it sits flush right on the bottom. That's really nice, really nice. Okay, let's get our mint condition windshield. That was probably one of the very few pieces that came in good. What, no windshield wipers on this? What are we putting side mirrors? Okay, well the friction fork answered my question there. Okay. But the one thing I'm looking at though is color. This has got some nice color. Now I don't see red buses in my area. Out here they're red, black, green, and blue. So yeah, look at that. Looks like it's okay. Swing them down. All right. Now we work on the back part here. I mean, so far this is very sturdy. Now this here wiggles as we haven't gotten it far yet, but still, this is meant for you to sit down and play with. It's not meant to be a shelf queen, but if you want to, you can. But I would not just set this on a shelf. I would be playing with this. Now we can lock those doors in. And look at that. That's really nice. So obviously this is going to have a removable top. And yeah, let's go in here to lock in the floor. Alrighty, and that is what we have remaining for bag 2. So far the score is at a 7, sadly. Stickers are okay. I'm getting some air bubbles in them, but you know, that's to be expected. And I don't like that little hole there. As you can tell though, this is very strong indeed. It feels solid. Alright, we're going to wrap up with bag 3, and yeah, it's got a lot of big, medium to big pieces in there, probably a little bit of everything, but let's see here. Any scratched up pieces? I think we've already done with that whole round. And yeah, it's like we're getting a lot of medium pieces in here, lots of medium to big pieces. There's some small pieces in that bag there, but that is to be expected. Very good. This is a really nice averagely built set. And now it looks like we're building another set of figures. Or is it just... okay. So let's start pulling out all the minifigure parts. Oh, wow. That's printed. Well, if you want to label your harbor, there you go. I bet it goes with that Lego City Harbor set. Well, that's not the right head, but it's a double-sided head. So that must mean it goes to her. Here we go. Don't roll off. Caught you. Okay, now we have the curly perm thing for her. We'll stick that on, and I never can get that on right. Yeah, the boys perm thing out here is kind of just going full force. That and the egger cut. Feels like the 90s all over again. Downtown Harbor. So those are the nameplates you'd put on your bus. We got a park. Museum. If any of you guys got, I think it's that modular museum. Put these over here. Still trying to find all the parts to the figures. You've always got to have some guy wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I remember back in college there was this math professor that I had. He's a really nice guy. He'd take the time out to talk to his students, just shoot the breeze with them. And he'd always come to school wearing medium cargo shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. He was probably at that time in his 50s. And we always comment, man, that's a nice Hawaiian shirt. Oh yes, makes me feel like I'm on vacation right now. Oh, you could tell he was, I think he graduated in the 80s or something like that. He was, or something like that, I don't know, but he was like stuck in the 70s or 80s, but he was a really nice guy, nice professor. And last time I remember, he retired, but before I left, he actually became the department chair, which was really cool. So he's got the camera. Okay. And I think that's it for this couple. That is. She's got the double-sided head, but the gentleman doesn't. Ooh, dropping the merchandise. Okay. Now we can get on to the big stuff. But yeah, this guy would come to class, teach, and he would wear the Hawaiian shirt and the shorts, and you know, maybe he was in his 40s. I can't remember, but I just know he was an older gentleman. Just come in and just, oh, I wear the Hawaiian shirts. It makes me feel like I'm on vacation all the time. And we got to take 2 stickers and put them on those. Sticker number 3, which is this. You got a bunch of 3s. So I have a film we're going to need to be doing a bunch of these here. What I may just do, I may pre-sticker everything now. And when I would do the teaching gig, and we're talking a long time ago, I'd go to teach a course, and this is many years ago when the Slim Shady look was in, the baggy jeans, the bleached buzz cut and stuff. Some people thought I was a student. I'm like, no, I'm a student teacher. And I would do my favorite classes were to teach was algebra and introductory to computer programming. I was doing algebra 2 or something. I was trying to get them to say, hey, do you have a calculus course? I like calculus a bit more. They didn't. Okay, so the reason why I did those now is to get them out of the way. Okay. And now those were the days, you know, doing the student teaching. Now you would never catch me do teaching. It's a very hazardous job. But these were more like upper classes where they were considered electives and kids wanted to be in there. Okay, now we're going to put sticker number 7. Now you're getting to where all the stickers are going to get used up here. So yeah, if you're not into stickered parts, yeah, this set's got a lot of them here. This is probably the, other than the scratched up pieces. There we go. But yeah, the student teaching was fun, and then I did 1 year, and it wasn't for me. Teachers don't get paid very well, and I remembered I was doing a side job at the time, and I thought, man, I'm doing computer programming and getting paid more just sitting at home doing other people's work. I thought, yeah. Okay, so those stickers pieces go here, and there's another set. I wish these were printed. So just do 3 and 7 in here, get them all done in one sitting. And now we're technically done with this, with the stickered parts. Obviously that's the front because we got the hole in the back here. But I will never get back into teaching. It's just, and yeah, I would fail kids too. I think I failed like 2 of them, but most of the class got A's and B's, a few C's. I made algebra ridiculously easy. I thought that was a flashing light there. I saw those. And yeah, I won't get back into that ever again, but I keep up the credentials. I'm a man of many trades. I'm kind of what you consider a dying breed. I do it yourself. If I can't do it myself and I don't feel comfortable, then I take it to someone else who's got more experience. I'm man enough to admit that if I can't do something, then I'll take it to somewhere else. But for the most part, if it's something like plumbing, I cringe. But well, I have a feeling it went there. Now it goes there in step 93. Okay, 94. Yeah, but doing that and I got the job that I'm at now, and I bought out a business partner, and I inherited the other half. So now it's like, it's all work, no play. I hear some guys saying, oh, I would love to have a business. No, no, it's a lot of work. And you're sure you want to do that? You're on call 7 days a week. You are, you have to be there. Someone needs your assistance. You can't just skip out. And you got to carry your phone with you at all times. That's why sometimes you don't hear it in the video, because I do edit that out. I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. Sometimes I'm back. I have to edit that part out, and you know, like today's Sunday. This is the day before Memorial Day, so, and tomorrow is an option. I can work or I don't. I may go to work. I don't know yet. Depends on how bad the dust is around here. Yes, I mean, everybody around here is getting along, so I don't have to hide somewhere. Okay. But for the most part, it's a lot of work. It's not if you don't have a stomach for doing lots of work. Most people don't. I'm really surprised I've lasted this long. Yeah. Why do you think I do Lego stuff? You know why? I don't have to look at a computer, except for the viewfinder on the camera and then the phone recorder. But my main goal is physically touching something. Yes, I could program a computer. I'd touch in the keyboard. But when I see something rotate, like a 3D image or something like that, I don't get to touch it and go, ooh, okay, that looks cool. No, I use the computer and have to use the mouse and stuff, or a joystick to do all that. Okay, they use this for the back here. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. I mean, that's sticking out a little bit. That really wraps around that. They use the hood plate in the back. But I always get the questions asked, though, you know, Jay, is it hard to run a business? Yeah, it's work. There's some out there telling me, oh, I don't want to do all that. No. Save yourself a headache. Don't. Oh, there's a be careful. There's a radiator grill right here. I barely saw that. I would have skipped that. So just remember not to skip yours. That's why a lot of when we found out in the Ambassador Network, a lot of guys are in the tech field. There's a lot of Lego hobbyists who do this. Why? I don't want to sit in front of the computer. I do enough of that all day. I don't want to do it any more than I have to. So that's why I do the Lego stuff, because it does get me away from the computer. But when I do some of the programming gigs, some guys are very picky. You know, they'll contact me, and the first thing they ask, "Are you a college graduate?" Like it shows on my portfolio. So I guess some people lie to them. Like, okay. I wish my dad would have went to college. That's why he kind of not enforced it, but encouraged me to do it. Kind of thankful that I did. Yes, it was boring. Not gonna lie there. College was not fun. But at the end, it helps out with getting a job or a career. And now they don't want my nephew to get that kind of same thing. It's kind of sad, but that's a whole nother issue. I even told my nephew's like, just go to college. Oh, Grandpa and Grandma said I won't need it. Oh, yeah, you will. I mean, there's some jobs out there you do really well with not having one. But these are hardcore labor jobs. Do you want to do that in your 50s or 60s? I mean, I don't. I'm getting closer to 50 every day. You know, every day. I want to sit there and do hardcore labor work. Not unless it's working in my yard or cleaning around the house, but no. I don't want to do all that hard stuff. Okay, so anyways now, this build here, all in all, is really good. Really good for what it is. If you're looking for a good bus that's bright red, there you go. Sorry if my hands are in the way, but I have to do it. That's why some people ask me, is YouTube my job? I'm like, no. If YouTube was my job, I'd be paying for advertisers and all that stuff. You know, like the only partnership I have up with is pretty much with Lego. I'm in the Ambassador Network, so that's it. And I may have some that contact me, but usually when I have other people contact me about things, I'll read their email. I'm like, oh, I had one person the other day. She contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in doing men's skincare product reviews. I said, oh no. I said, you're good. I said, that's way out of my comfort zone. I said, you may want to find another channel. I said, that would not fit well with myself or my audience. And okay, thank you for letting me know. I'll take you off the mailing list. I'm like, you're welcome. Also, these go in here. They're kind of loose. And oh, okay, I bet those signs are going to go on that. And you can just flip it around and rotate them. Oh, that's even better. I thought we'd have to change out the plates every time. Okay. That's exactly what we're doing. So we're going to start with the park. So see? And then after the park would be downtown. Making sure I get these on their right. After downtown, we got the museum. And then we have the harbor. So now you would just do this. Pretty cool. And that goes right here. Yeah. So far we're still at a 7. It's a weak 7 just because of that. So you can just do this. You can thumb it down. And then now we have something that goes on the top of that. Which is this. Huh. And these go right here. That looks really good, huh? Let me get one of those for taxi signs. See, museum, harbor, park, downtown. That's a nice way of doing that there. All right, now let's put our safety rails on here. I'm going to put the flanges facing outwards. That's what the book was showing me here. They don't have any longer bars for this. But I'm going to scoot these in here. I'm going to line up this end here with this plate. Yeah, I mean, this is really a nice bus for what it is. And that's it. Yeah. Well, we're not done yet. We still got to put the tires on the bus. But this goes on here. Let's put the tires on first so we don't have to mess with it. Yeah, so you're not going to get disappointed if you get the bus at all. It's very good. I think the lug nuts would look more appropriate on this. Is that what's supposed to go on there? Oh no, it's the fancy side, the swirly side. That's the only way those would fit in anyways, huh? I'm not a fan of those tires sticking out like that. I would have done the tires a bit better. There we go. Yeah, so this is a nice bus. It's just a simple little tour bus. You know, it took us probably about an hour or so to assemble. But it's, you know, you always hear me saying that city cars are pretty good for what they are. You're getting a build. It's a complete build. And you can drop this into your city. And that's it. And sadly, there was no Bricks Separator with this set. So I would probably say 6.5 with all the other dinging points. Just because mainly I would have dinged off half just for the Bricks Separator not being included. But did we really need it? No. But alright. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Be careful with that. Should just press right there. And does glide smooth on a flat surface. It looks silly, but yeah. How many of those blue seats did we get in there anyways? I hope there's 20 of them. Nobody gives us 8. Well, I'm inclined to order more. And that's what we have remaining. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do with this, I'm just going to set it up real quick. And the reason being is because I'm going to go ahead and combine the tour and review. The reason being here is it's a self-contained build. Let me line that up with my horizon there. And it's self-contained. It works very well. I don't think I even need a turntable for this one. Just it is what it is. And then I can let's go up a little higher here so we can see the top portion of the bus. And I want to make sure it's pretty much all in frame. I don't want to have a lot of white space in there. Okay, did I get my horizon right? That's good. Okay. And yeah, so let's set it up here because I'm going to do a thumbnail real quick. And just, I bet you anything the stroller is meant to fit in here. And stuff like that. Obviously wouldn't take the stroller upstairs. And you get 4 minifigures and a baby figure. So obviously he's the tour guide. We're going to set him up right here. Okay. And just telling everybody to, all aboard. Put him right there by the door. Now, like I said, I'm setting it up for the thumbnail now. And this right here will be bumped out a little bit. And we're going to put, I'll tell you what, let's put this gentleman right here. Have him wait of everybody. There we go. And then I'm going to put her at the top here with the camera. I have a feeling when you put minifigures, a lot of people are not going to take everything out. Now, she doesn't turn her head very well just because she's got the long hair. She's taking a picture and stuff. And or just do it like that. It look a little better there. But for the most part, it's really good. This is a really nice build. Let's turn this brightness up a bit more. And I think we're good. You know what? Let me slide everything over and get it more in the center here. And the reason being is because I want to do the thumbnail real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and do the tour and review all in one sitting. I don't need to do a close-up on this. It's just quick. So yeah, well, let's begin with the formal tour. The Double-Decker Sightseeing Bus is an interesting build. Well, let's take a quick look here. We've got our minifigures. So she's got a little one with her. I think she's got the double-sided head. No, she's got a single. One of these figures does have it. But I like the baby stroller. I need to get a couple of those. Hopefully Lego makes these in different colors soon. And we have this gentleman here with the Hawaiian shirt. We always got to have that one guy with the cell phone. And this is the bus driver, the tour guide. And then we have this lady up here taking photos of everyone. I think she's got the double-sided head. Yes. So I like the torso on that too. That's what the torso looks like. And she's just too busy taking pictures of everything. And it's a nice set of figures with the tour bus, but there's only 4 in the baby stroller. Now, here is the bus. Doors obviously open and close, so I'll close those up. I like this front design on this. That's really cool, how that dips down like that. And this one, it says downtown, that's printed. Everything else is sticker, but this is printed. You just rotate this. It goes to museum, harbor, and park. So if you got all those in your city, there you go. You can just rotate that around. There's nothing you have to change out of that. I like that mechanism. That's really cool. And here's the back side. Not a whole lot going on. Here's the rear. I wish that was printed, but it's not. That looks very familiar. So obviously, you can go to that amusement park too. And this does open up at the bottom to reveal the battery. So obviously, this is an electric bus. Does close that very nice. Look how nice that looks. That's really nice in the back. And then here's the top. You can seat 5 passengers in there. Pretty cool. There's some little stairs that take you up. Now this does detach, so you can pull this off here. Almost looks like a ride or something you'd put on a roller coaster. And there's the interior of the bus. So it only seats 3 figures. Here's the driver's area. And there's your stairs to take you up to the top. So Lego really thought out everything. Now, is this thing scaled for figures? Obviously, you can see minifigures at the top. She's got the camera. I'm going to put her back up here, and we'll set her right in here. Just going to set her down. Now, if you got a couple more figures, it'd be pretty cool. She's got the baby stroller, so what I'm going to do is pop her in. First, I got to pry the stroller out of her hands, which is almost hard to get out. And the baby stroller can just sit in here like this. Wish there was a way to fix that in there. And we can just have her sitting down in the bus. So we'll pop this out and I'll show you. Very crude reviews. You gotta love my style. So, you know, you gotta have little hands to put figures in there. But there we go. Her arm just rests right on that window there. That's why they put those panels in there. Let's put our driver in here. He's going to drive the bus, and we'll have him sit down right there. I do like those seats. I need to get a couple more of these. Okay, so he's just giving a tour of Stefferville. And we'll have this gentleman sit right here. Let's see if I can get him in there. Right here is kind of a tight spot. Now, the reason why I'm doing all this is to show you here. It could be a little tight in here. So if you're going to use this for your city, just put minifigures you don't care about in there. See, I can't get him to sit down. Oh, there we go. It's a pretty tight fit. Don't worry, I already did the thumbnail. And then the stroller, I can put the stroller in here. Oh, there is a snap in there. You know what? I bet you can fold that back. Let's see here. Oh, I thought the baby stroller would have snapped in there. Or maybe it snaps on the front wheel. Let's see here. There we go. So that's how you'd put your baby figure in here. You just snap the front wheel in there, and if you want, fold the handlebars down. So everything's pretty much fixed in the vehicle. You don't have to worry about things flying out. And that's essentially what it is. It's really nice. And honestly, this is a very sturdy build. Very sturdy. Just be careful not to press down on this. But did I have anything fall apart on this? No. We're going to start right on in the review with build quality. And it's very strong and sound, even throughout the construction. I had nothing fall off. So if you want something that's built very well, here you go. It's a very strong build for what it is, except for this lady. She's probably had a little too much today, but for the most part, though, it is a nice bus in terms of build quality. Now, my build experience was pretty good. Now, the only thing that turned me off on was all these stickers. There's a bunch in there. But they're not like you're putting a bunch on it at the same time, except at the very end, you're going to have to do these all at once. So, just pace yourself. You'll be fine with the stickers. Other than that, though, my build experience was pretty good for what this is. It's a nice all-around bus. Very good to put together. It was just the colors. It looks bright and colorful. Now, this set can be dropped directly into a Lego city as is. As you can see, it's finished. You don't have to do anything to it. There's no modifications. If you want, you can make a different color of this. But it works as is. You can set this right in your city. It'll look good on the road. And it's only 6 studs wide. Well, maybe if you count the mirrors, probably 8.5 studs wide. But this would work good on a standard Lego road. So this would be great to have in your city. As far as for parts, there's some interesting pieces in here to make other creations, or you can take parts from your own collection to enhance this. Mainly just find 4 more minifigures and have it a packed tour bus would be really cool. Maybe there's 5 figures, I don't recall. Let's see here, I can't remember. We have 1 seat here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you just need 5 more minifigures, you can fill it up. But for the most part, this is a great city accessory. It's just ready. You just pick it up, drop it right in your city. It'll look really good. The tour bus can be divided up amongst 2 builders. This is the bigger piece. This is a smaller piece. It's not quite balanced, but it is possible for up to 2 builders. Bags 1 and 2 does this portion here, and bag 3 does the top, as far as I can remember. And so if you really want to, you can divide this up, but it's really meant only for 1 builder to put together. Now for my score, and some of your jaws are going to drop on this one, it's a 6.5. A lot of these window pieces, maybe a door, came in scuffed and pitted. I'm going hardcore on quality now. It's just how it is. I'm dinging just a little bit off for stickers and for the lack of a brick separator. This set did not come with one. If you're looking for an easy build, this is it. But if you need a brick separator to separate some plates, you're going to have to rustle one up yourself. So that's probably the only downside of the set. Other than that, I think it would have been a 9.5. But until Lego fixes this issue, I'm going to go hardcore. Like, a lot of these are just deeply scratched. This one over here especially. What's with that? You know, I feel like this is a used set when I got it. And Lego really does need to improve the quality of this, because this is a nice build. I shouldn't have to fail stuff like this due to packing, but that's just how it is. And a 6.5 is a fair score. But all in all, you are getting a really good build. It's not flaky, it's not brittle. This is just, you put it in your city. It's done. You don't have to do anything to it. But honestly, all in all, I am satisfied with the outcome of the set. I just wish Lego would learn how to pack these sets a bit better. So tell me what you think of the Double-Decker Sightseeing Bus.